So, for instance, there was a poet by the name of Charles Olson. I don't know if you know the name Charles Olson, O-L-S-O-N. And we could spend this next hour talking about Charles Olson. Olson was a poet from Massachusetts who became very interested in both Ezra Pound and William Carlos Williams. And he was trying to forge a kind of combination. Whereas Pound's famous phrase is "make it new," he writes a poetry that uses 5 or 6 or 7 different languages within the same poem and the cantos. Williams is trying to write a poem that is in the vernacular speech of ordinary Americans. In New Jersey, where he was living and working as a pediatrician, he'd spend all day looking after babies or delivering babies and then go home at night and write poems in relative isolation in a small city in northern New Jersey. And Olson was interested in both the dynamics of make it new and multilingual, multicultural poetry, and Williams, who is the one who coined the phrase, "no ideas but in things," in a poem that he wrote. No ideas but in things. Whereas Laura Riding, whom I mentioned yesterday, was fiercely against the use of metaphor, fiercely against the use of imagery, thinking that it kept you from seeing the truth, that it was too concrete, and she wanted to go for the universal truth. Williams was kind of insinuating the opposite. Truth lies in particulars. Truth lies in the specific image, or as it were, no ideas but in things. And many, many American poets, since Williams, write with this notion that the image is the most important thing in the poem, more important than the rhythm, more important than the sound. But Williams is a very complex poet at the same time. To say no ideas but in things is not to say no ideas. It's how the idea is conveyed.